Hey guys, SmartNinja000 here. Today we're going to be doing top 5 things in Minecraft that kind of need an update, something like that. Now I know I just did a top 5 video, but I didn't really know what to record today, so I thought I'd do this. If you're excited for this, be sure to click like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, because that's what you do and that's what all other YouTubers say. Now we're going to be talking about polar bears today as the first item thing, and they do nothing. There's no point to go try and find them. They drop fish. They don't really do much anything. They're just kind of there. My suggestion to fix that is make them go after fish, and basically your goal is to not let them kill all the fish. Also, they should swim. By swim, I mean just don't float up as soon as you spawn them in. I mean, they're polar bears. I feel like they should swim, right? The next mob I'm going to talk about is llamas. They serve absolutely no purpose. They are cool. They act cool with the spitting mechanics. Things I would like to see, maybe to make them better, would be the ability to tame them. Now I think you can breed them. Never mind, you can't breed them. But they do. Being able to tame them would be cool because it's another mob that you can tame. And then they would attack when you punch. They would spit. Now, according to the wiki, they can be like you can tame them, but I don't actually think like they do anything as tamed. So like if you feed it more than just ride it. So if let's say the llama and I tamed the llama, so now I can get my carpet on it. What I think is if it's tamed, and say you have a zombie. My goodness. If I punch that zombie, the llama should start attacking it. Now, the reason they're so bad is because I can't control it. I don't think there's any way to put more chest space than just 3 slots. So, is 3 slots worth it? You could have something like a mule, which gives you 15. I don't think so. So my thoughts are, 1, if you tame it, which you can't tame it by riding it, you would tame it by feeding it. It will follow you around, as well as spit at mobs that you hit. The next mob is this mob, and it might look familiar, but it actually shouldn't. It's called the Illusioner. There's no spawning for it, and it doesn't spawn naturally. It's really cool. I love the way it works. The way it works is, it will do it. First off, it's a ranged. I'm gonna actually die. And we're just gonna get geared up. So it's really cool and has a bow. It also does something like this. Now it might not be super obvious what it's doing. It's actually invisible, and when I punch it, it's going to make a whole bunch of decoys. Now there is one that's uninvisible, and it's usually hard to hit, but you can see the particles. It's somewhere right around there. And what makes it a real challenge is that it goes invisible. Now looks like it's there. So it is a really cool mob just by that basis. It also has a blindness ability, I believe. The trident is really useful because you don't have to worry about punching it. It's just kind of follow the particles and hit it. And so the actual one is there it is. The actual one is invisible. I think it would be cool if they updated that and made it so it was not invisible. Made it so it showed up. And I think that would be kind of cool, but you know, whatever. I mean, it's still a really cool mob. I'm gonna die. It also gives a purpose for splash potions or lingering potions, because you don't have to be exact, you just have to throw it at the general location. And there is a blindness attack. I couldn't get it to trigger it, but I mean, it's such a cool mob, but it doesn't even spawn naturally, which is kind of sad since it's so interesting. The next thing I think should get an update is pigs. Well, more specifically, the pigs with saddles. No one ever uses them just because they're so hard to use. Now, we actually, most command blockers end up using the carrots on the stick for right-click detection. I think it would be really cool if you could make pigs do something like interesting, because they're like a worse version of the horse, since you need the carrot on the stick. Now you can speed up the ping, get it to go a decent speed, but it's still pretty slow. My suggestion for the pigs are make them go fast. You can feed them carrots, of which they go fast. And now when I say fast, I mean pretty fast. I did this wrong. So here we have our pig going at quite a good speed, I'd say. And you just feed it more carrots, it goes faster and faster until it eventually reaches something like this. Now this is probably a little bit too fast, but it's cool, I think. Now the reason this would be a great feature is because it wouldn't ruin horses. Horses would still be useful. They're better for traveling. It doesn't require you to be consuming your carrot supply. But if late game you want to go fast, then you could use the pig and it would go probably not that fast, but pretty fast. It would also introduce a new method of travel, which could be really cool. I mean, it's more expensive. You have to be constantly feeding the pig carrots, but it definitely could be pretty sick, I think. Now, the last thing we're going to be talking about, not really an update, it's a new feature, but I still think it could be super cool to add since it's a new feature, but not really. I would like more curses. Curses are super cool because then it makes using an item slightly more difficult, just because it adds the possibility of this item will be gone if I die, or if I put this on and I get a better helmet, I won't be able to take this off till I die. So far there are only two curses. There's Curse of Vanishing and Curse of Binding. Curse of Vanishing, when you die, the item disappears. And Curse of Binding, when you die, or when you put the item on it, it can't go away. Someone in my Discord server suggested a while back that there should be a Curse of Diminishing or something. It's basically reverse of breaking. Every time you use the item, it will break slightly faster than regular. So if you get a really good sword, you might have to repair it more often than a regular sword. Alright, it was suggested by the Game Boy Kid, and they called it the Curse of Rusting. I just checked. Now, I don't know what this could be called, but it would be cool if there was a curse that basically made arrows drop off more, so they had more of a gravity effect on them. It could really mess you up a few times and take a while to adjust to. Basically, you wouldn't be able to shoot as far as you would because the gravity would increase over time, i.e., so here's just a simple way to show drop off. So assume that this is the path of the arrow. This would be a regular arrow. This would essentially show the drop off. So basically, gravity after it goes up would fall down further, which would really mess you up. So those are just two ideas, and obviously this would work on tridents too. Tridents would be a little bit different because their path isn't as straight. It goes something like this. Theirs ends a lot further down. So the drop off might go from like down to here, for example. Just an idea. Another idea for a curse could be, if you don't know what Riptide does, it basically launches you forward when you shoot your trident. Reverse Riptide, so you would basically get launched backwards when you throw your trident, which would make it more difficult for you to pick your trident back up. And Riptide doesn't actually allow you to use the trident outside of water, and this obviously wouldn't. So your trident, it would leave your hand, but you'd get pushed backwards, making it more difficult to go get your trident. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, tell me what you think. What do you think of these things? Should they actually be updated? Are my ideas complete trash? Are they good ideas? Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And yeah, that's it for this one. And anyways, guys, see you in our video. Bye.